Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome y'all to today's confession session today. Y'all excuse me, but I'm trying to do a couple of different things at the same time of working on a couple of different things that I'm excited about. And a couple of them are going on the Facebook pages. I have the Women Ministers Mastermind page that I administer for women ministers to allow us to be clear about what God has for us concerning ministry and the business of ministry. And I've initiated a August challenge, a daily challenge in that group. So if you guys, if you are a minister or you know of ministers that would benefit from the program or the group, I'm encouraging you to send them over to Women Ministers Mastermind and get involved into the challenge. But today on my regular page, I want to come on this morning to do today's confession, and it's a good one. It's a good one. Good morning, Veronica. Glad you came on this morning. Good morning, Terry. Hey, Jackie. Today I wanted to do the confession that stuck out to me during my morning time of meditation and confession and profession. This one really resonated with me, and this is the one that I decided to share on today, which is this. And I want you to repeat this, write this, and throughout the day, repeat this to yourself. It is my income. My income is constantly increasing, and I prosper wherever I turn. My income is constantly increasing, and I prosper wherever I turn. Thank you for joining us, Daily Naturals. Today's confession is this. I want y'all to let that sink in. If you are at a place that you are wanting to grow as far as your wealth is concerned, this is a beautiful confession. If we would allow it to resonate with us and to sink into our spirits, that God, there is no slack in God's abundance. There isn't. And if we are operating within the finished works of the cross and all the promises that God has for us, He is not slack concerning His promises. He is not slack in His abundance toward us. Listen, I declare that my income increases constantly. And it really does not matter where you are financially or what job you may be on, right? If you've been on a job and you're wanting to increase in that job, or if you're at a place where you are looking for income or a job, then this confession is for you. Okay, so, and it's for you no matter where you are, because again, we are speaking a thing that be not as though it was, right? And so even if we're at a place where we're not working and we're needing income, we speak this over our lives because we realize that there is power in our tongue, right? And that we create our worlds. Now, to really hold and to really embody this confession, it requires a mindset change. It requires us to change our mind concerning the situation that we're in or with our finances altogether, right? And so our mind and our words have to align. We can't say that my income is increasing constantly and we stay in the same place. We're not taking actions, inspired actions to get us to that place. Because it won't line up, and then we'll frustrate ourselves. And so we have to work on our mindset change concerning every situation. Work on our mindset change. And I I prosper wherever I turn. I love that part because the Bible tells us that God has pleasure in the prosperity of his children, right? He desires, he feels good when we are prospering. He smiles at us when we're prospering, and he lays out everything for us to walk in his abundance. He lays out everything for us to walk in prosperity. That's where that mindset changes that we have to have, right? Again, he has pleasure. He has pleasure. And so if our mindset says that there's no money out there, I can't make the money, and we're speaking negative concerning our finances, concerning our wealth, then we're going to continue to get that same situation. And we're going to continue to find ourselves in a situation where we're slack and where there's less than, right? And where there's insufficiency. And that's not God's promises. But it may not start with the actual job that gives you the income, right? It starts in your mind. It starts with your believing the promises of God that I can increase, right? That's where it starts. And when you begin to stay and live and work in that space of I am working within the abundance of God and all that he affords to me, watch, just watch. God will give you creativity. He will give you divine inspiration, right, on where this increase will come from. Right? I've been on my job, Desiree, for the last 5 years doing the same thing, and I'm making the same amount of money. Where's this increase going to come from? Right? Your gifts will make room for you. We live in a day and time where there is abundant resources as far as how to get income, especially with this generation where you can work from home, turn on your computer, and never leave home and make money, right? But if we're stuck on working for somebody else and waiting on someone else to do something for us, then we're going to continue to get what we've always been getting, right? Your gifts will actually make room for you, right? The Bible speaks about us having multiple streams of income. And even if you've been in the place of working for someone for years, right? And you're getting that same income that's coming in and you don't actually see the increase or see a way for making more, then you go to the word that tells you that there is abundance, right? And it's not just for them and they over there. Right? It is for you. It is for you. So we sit and we allow the Holy Spirit. As we speak this confession, I want you to open your eyes today and open your spirit to all that the Holy Spirit is saying to you concerning your prosperity and the different avenues that they will come from. And wherever you turn, you will prosper, right? That is my prayer for you today, and that you will be mindful and on the lookout for those divine inspirations throughout this day, right? And it'll be for you. And over time, you'll see that he's given you a stream of income to increase you, right? It starts with your mind. That mindset change has to happen, because if you're expecting to do the same thing we've been doing for the last 3, 5, 7, 10 years, and expect to increase off of that, then we're fooling ourselves, right? We're fooling ourselves. In order to change, we have to change, right? We can't stay in the same place and think that there's going to be a change, a massive change in our lives. So we have to think it first, right? Think on God's abundance, not on the problem. Not on the problem of they're not giving me my increase, they're not giving me raises, they're not giving raises on my job. That's not where we keep our focus. We keep our focus on the promises of God and the finished works of the cross. And that in and of itself is abundance. Okay? We keep our mind staying on him, and he will lead and direct us into those different avenues of increase. And he has pleasure in it. He wants us to increase, right? That is God's pleasure. That is God's plan. All right? Y'all go throughout this day speaking that. And not just monetary, not just financial increase, but to prosper in your relationship, to prosper on your job and accomplishments. That's our goal, is to prosper and not to stay the same person, the same place that we were on yesterday, last month, last year, right? We're going to take those tiny action steps that lead us to our preferred goal, right? So our confession today is my income constantly increases and I prosper wherever I turn, right? I bless you on today in the prosperity of your day and all that you do today. You guys be blessed. Be blessed on this day and look for, and everything that we do, we want to make sure in every confession that we confess, we want to make sure that we're expecting it. So when we leave out for the day and as we go throughout this day, we want to expect to see the work of God in our lives concerning the confession that we have just spoken. Listen, when you speak a thing, those words have life. Yeah, I've come to realize and know that the words have life and they form the very thing that you're speaking. They form the very thing that you're speaking and it drives it to you. Yeah, so it's coming to you. The thing is, we have to take the mental blocks, the negative chatter, and align ourselves to be able to see and to propel us toward that spoken goal. All right, so be mindful of what you're thinking. And if it doesn't line up with this confession today, that your income constantly increase, yeah, and that everywhere you turn, you prosper. That is the confession for today. You guys be blessed. I will see you later this week. A reminder that for all of those women ministers out there, come and join us on the Women Ministers Mastermind class page and join into the August Daily Challenge. We are in full effect of it on day 2 today. So get in on that, and I will see you guys later this week. Y'all be blessed.